Marvel Zombies is begging, clawing, and kicking for somebody to talk about it. Game God's going to do that for us tonight. We've got a little Duffer Brothers news. We got a little EA Sports. It's in the game talk. There's something else. I can't remember. We're going to talk about it right now.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 492. On our way to 500, we got Magic Mike, Game God in the building.
We haven't heard that in a while, so I had to bring that back.
We haven't.
Oh, man.
And there was a reason, but
there's a reason not. Thanks for joining us. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, or if you're streaming us live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you're seeing this, we appreciate you watching. And go ahead and give us a thumbs up, a like, a follow, a subscribe, all the things. Ring the bell, whatever they say. Do it all.
Nice.
Game God said he wanted a short podcast tonight, so I guess we're going to do that for him.
Yeah, he's getting sleepy.
Are you sleepy already?
Yeah, sleepy. I'm sleepy.
You have some show and tell?
Yeah. Let's kick it off, man.
Let me guess. Is it a Lego set?
Of course it is. Come on now. Of course it is. Of course it is. So this is going to be Moose. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
Oh,
because this is gonna be for you. Right?
Oh, great. That means I'm going to get upset. I love it.
no, that's what he's saying. He's going to send it to you is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah, well, it's too late for that. Too late for that. So yeah, last weekend, I got me a pleasant surprise because I wasn't expecting it, and it came in.
I know what he got. I knew it.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
The Game Boy Lego set.
Oh, that's just the booklet.
So that's the book.
Wait.
So we know
it gets
what that
better.
means.
It gets better. Whoop, there's one. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
Get the sticker on it. I got you.
And here it is, buddy.
Oh, man, that looks sharp.
That looks great.
Hey, I think that sticker was crooked, by the way. I'm just saying.
Here you go. Game comes out. Put it right back in there.
All the game up in there.
Of course, that's the game I have to be in there.
Yeah, all the buttons seem to be.
Yeah, they work. Look.
Wow.
Yeah. They actually do stuff. They actually slide
the
and
pad that you can press those, and then look at the switch at the top.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Nice.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it come on.
The wheels on the side.
Oh,
man.
Wow.
Listen, 400 pieces. It was small. It wasn't a lot. I built this in like an hour and a half. But let me tell you,
you're a master builder now.
He is.
Yeah, I built this pretty quickly. Let me tell you, this thing it's pretty cool. Like it's the regular size.
Yes.
I mean they really did all the details. I mean everything on here, like the writing and everything.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
all I can do is hope that somebody close to me is watching this podcast right now and goes, that'd be really cool to get Magic Mike.
And then here are the things, the lithograph thingies.
Yeah. Oh man,
that you change in them.
Insert, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
you
great.
change that in the screen. It's real easy. Oh man, it's so cool. It was really cool.
That's just in time. If you missed last week's podcast, we talked about bitmapbooks.com. They sent us over the Game Boy book. And
not the Lego set.
Yeah, not the Lego set. I wish they would have. That would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Moose, you got to get it, Moose. It's worth it. $60. It's worth it just for you.
Well, send it over. Let me make sure it's worth it.
You don't want this one. It's got fingerprints all over this one already.
Hey, is that your New York Comic Con shirt?
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was funny. I was gonna wear that tonight. I'm glad I didn't.
No, that was the email. It said to wear it.
No. When you said wear it, I thought you meant the vest. I was going with yeah.
Miscommunication. So Magic Mike, you got some show and tell, huh?
I do have some show and tell. You can kind of see some of it here in the background.
Yes.
This is also a set that I had to build. I'm moving my mic so you can kind of see
he's shrinking
up and down there. You got some Optimus Prime right here. It's a good size.
It looks pretty big, Magic Mike. That's not Legos then, is it? Oh, it lights up.
Yes, how about that?
What?
So, yeah.
Look at the lights.
Legos. It's a 4D product, so you have to put it together, but it was a lot of fun putting it together, I can tell you, because I felt like I was transforming the stuff that it comes with into Optimus Prime. Absolutely.
Does it have a sound box?
Cool. It does not have a sound box, but you can see the
lights
lights are pretty cool.
Yeah, the lights are pretty good. That's it. So you turned it on without even touching it. Is there a remote?
No, but I got skills like that. So
yeah, see that the light is like Autobots. Turn the lights on.
Right.
Look
exactly.
at it. that is pretty cool. Where's it going? Where you gonna put it at?
I have no idea because it's bigger than you think it is, and it can't stay here. So I don't know where it's gonna go.
Who makes it? Do you know? Is it that's
4D?
4D.
I think it's Innovation.
If you don't know, it's okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I do know. I just can't remember the name. It's like Innovation or something like that.
Okay.
It's they have quite a few things to choose from, but you can see by my other sets, it's similar. Not the same company as these, but it's very similar to those.
Interesting.
All the other Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I we were going to be at New York Comic Con. We were going to be at Fan X out in Salt Lake City. Neither one would be at. But I still get all of the press emails for both sides, and there was a company called Fan Home. They this year, Magic Mike, you'll appreciate this, but they announced a new Star Trek die-cast starships for sale.
Oh wow!
At New York Comic Con, 2025. 4 ships available at NYCC. And
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's all right. I wish I could show you these. They are die-cast, so they're heavy. I'd like to hold one, but we won't be there. So it's just us.
Unfortunately,
sorry. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. Yeah. So if you get a message from us, just remember, we'll always respond back.
Oh my goodness! Extra credit if you know where that's from.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
I'm starstruck.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Magic Mike, you had some news. I think maybe start us off before we get into these Marvel zombies. You told me there was something going on with the Duffer brothers and EA and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah,
let me have it.
Yeah, there's a few things. So the Duffer brothers have come out and said that they would like to start or continue making shows that have long release gaps between episodes.
Okay.
And between seasons and how they're doing right now. And we have some experience with that with Doctor Who, right?
Right.
So they've been around for a long time, but is that something that we want? Are we looking for seasons and episodes to be spread out further and further?
Well, I'll jump in, Moose, because I know you got to think about this for a sec. For me, I'm thinking the first thing when you said more spread out, the first thing I thought of was Stranger Things. Right. And I'm like, it's just too much time.
That was their deal too, though, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can see the thought process because you can possibly make a better product, right? You can put better content, better story, but yeah. Well, so to that point, I don't know as well. I mean, because at the same time, you lose audience,
right?
Like you lose momentum, I am not excited. On one hand, I'm not super excited about Stranger Things. The only reason why I am excited about it is because the runtime on their episodes are pretty long, and I'm like, wow, that's got to be pretty epic if they need to have that much runtime. But I forgot what half the show is. Like I have to watch a 30-minute refresh of all the seasons to figure out where I'm at.
Right. Yeah, I'm always a big fan of. I'd say this strategy of the Peter Jackson strategy, and that is, Lord of the Rings, when they filmed all 3, trilogies or all 3 movies at one time. I think that's terrific because it keeps the same continuity of actors, of their respective ages of just everything all at once.
Correct.
And then you know what you're getting. I think it makes for more of a successful show or movies for that matter.
Isn't it
But I'm not
better
a
from
huge
the
fan of
price tag to make
What's
it?
that?
Isn't it better in terms of like the budget? Like when
I
you
would think that the budget would be because everything that you need as far as locations, when you're going on location, that's expensive to bring the crew, the actors, I mean everything. So I would think that would be the most expensive piece, and it might be a little longer time for filming, but it's going to make for a better end product. So for shows, I'm not a big fan of that. I think people lose interest.
I'm with you, Moose, because I think that there's a lot of things that go into this. One is you have to somehow justify the time in real life, how people age and how things change, and you have to be able to change your story to fit that. And if you don't, then it doesn't feel real to begin with.
Right.
And so there's that piece of it. And then on top of that, we tend to go, well, like Game God said, what's going on there? Oh, okay, let me see this again. And because I recently started watching Stranger Things again, because like you said, that's who did this, is the Duffer brothers. And I started watching, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. I remember this. But I also remember I didn't like season 2 or 3. I forget when it was. Now see, I'm forgetting. I think it's season 3 where they kind of they went outside what the norm is. Right. And you have to do that.
That was the one with the mall. What? Season 3 was the mall, right?
Well, season 3, I think, was with the other people who had skills, and they went away from.
Oh, yes. Where they went to all the other.
No, I think the mall was. I think it was season 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe
mall
so.
Was season 2.
Chips Ahoy, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So,
Chips Ahoy. Yeah.
So I think it was season 3. They go away from it completely, right? And they go, oh, we have these other people who have certain skills, and you feel like it felt like Halloween 3 at that point. Like, what are we trying to do? It doesn't relate to anything we're talking about. And so it just didn't fit. And I think you have to start doing that more, because you're like, well, we have to fill in something here. We have to catch people up, whatever it is. So I agree with Moose. I don't think this is a good idea.
No, what they need to do is go back to what it was back in the days. Your shows came out in the fall. They took a break in spring, or they took that Christmas break. They came back late, early spring, and then they were gone for the summer, right? So then you anticipate fall, all the shows. Like that's what they need to do. Like
what happened to that routine? Like it's just completely gone.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Hey, listen, they do half a season from like October to beginning of December. Take Christmas and New Year's off. Come back end of January, February. Do that. Like that's what you need to do. You don't need to wait 4 years and characters that are supposed to be 17 and look like they're 26 now. Like, it's like,
yep, exactly. It'll be believable the first time, but after that, it won't be if they're into that. So let's go into some news that's as well could be good or bad depending on how you look at it. And that's EA has sold to who they sold to is not important. We'll just say some investors for $55 billion. They're going to be selling. I think it's supposed to happen within the next year.
Are they even worth that much?
Yes, $55 billion. But here's where it gets interesting. It's a leveraged buyout. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but what that means is that they borrowed some money in order to buy this. They used some of their own capital and they borrowed some money.
Yeah, some cash, and then some borrow. So
they're going to have to try to get that back. And what does that mean? Well, how do they get more money from people? So I think you have to be careful, because they might start being more aggressive with their monetization, trying to monetize their games more and do more of that, to have these things you can buy, and I'm forgetting the term, you guys know what it is, when you're playing a game and you can buy different things.
Microtransactions.
Thank you, microtransactions. I think you're going to see more of that, possibly. And
Magic Mike, I want to first say that this type of buyout or purchase of a company is not uncommon. It's very common in the business industry, in any business. So that's not uncommon. And usually what it does is saves them from using all their capital for spending all their capital to buy the company. But in relationship to what it does for the gaming itself, or the games that they actually produce, I'm not sure that you can continue to raise the price of like EA Sports games. I mean, they're probably paying players more, particularly college players.
College players now, yep.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Soccer players, UFC players, like.
Yeah. But I would think that would take you a very long time to recoup that 55 billion, unless.
No, you're absolutely right, Moose. Because I think they'll have to start cutting. Is what you'll see happen. You'll see divisions being cut. That's just my opinion. But
Well, you know I'm the numbers guy. I used to be at one point and kind of got away from it, but I'm going to give you some numbers here.
Okay.
2025. So what did you say they got purchased at?
55 billion.
Billion? Would it be? Would it be? Oof. Fiscal year 2025, EA posted net revenue of approximately 7.5 billion.
Really? That's better than what I would have guessed.
But if they sold for 55 billion and they're not making like how's that add up?
It's a future. You're looking at the future.
Well, yeah,
so
in 5 years, well, it would take more than that. So it would take
about 8
yeah,
years if they stay at 7.5, 7 to 8 years.
Right.
10-year run to recoup all their money. But do we see a 10-year progression? I mean, can you see 20, 35, NFL season?
Oh, so Moose, I'm going to throw some titles at you. I'm going to throw some you tell me if they have any value to you. Okay. EA. So you got Battlefield, the Call of Duty.
That's a big one.
Right. You have
People
Apex.
love that one. I don't really like that one. They have Apex.
Yep.
They picked
EA's
up Apex.
Yep. EA's Apex.
Wow. I haven't realized that. You sure?
Yeah.
Moose has been supporting that. He's supporting that 55 billion right now.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, Moose.
No wonder they put 7 billion down. They got at least $1 billion from me.
The Sims. Right. So the Sims franchise. I don't know if they are just as big, but the Sims, and then obviously Madden, EA Sports College Football, Need for Speed, Dragon Age, Titanfall, Plants vs Zombies.
You know what? I take all that back. I think that they'll
Plants vs Zombies.
Interesting. I think it's a good investment. I would like to put my my hat in the ring too.
Hey, do you need a partner? You need another shark?
It really depends because the investment all depends on who's going to be taking care of it. And see, it's a group of private investors is what it is. So that's where it gets, who's going to be making decisions. Because look what happened with WB and Discovery when they came together. It didn't do so great. They started letting things go. And we could see that, or we could see them really get into it. We could see some benefits from it. Usually during this kind of thing, we do get some benefits because they want to appeal to people to increase their profit. But we'll see.
I love it, Magic Mike. You made the deal sound very simple. Like I'm reading the details here, man. This complicated what they get.
Oh, there's a lot of things.
There's shares and premium and all kinds of stuff.
Those are all.
Yeah, and it's 3. It looks like it's 3 groups.
Yes, it is. That's correct.
It's 3 groups. They all. One group is worth 260 billion of revenue annually. So this is a drop in the bucket for them.
It's a drop in the bucket. Yeah.
Yeah. I love how they call these private groups at that level. So getting to my last little topic here. Now this will go from is it good or bad to this sounds really good to me. And Game God, you've played Hogwarts, right?
Yes.
The new game. Moose,
I'm
not sure if you've had a chance to play any of it.
I remember you describing it, so I haven't played it. I've seen the play of it. I've never played it.
Okay.
Moose, it'll suck you in, Moose.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Really good game. Well, somebody's going to be joining that same style of gameplay. The rumor is Lord of the Rings will be competing with Hogwarts Legacy.
So Moose, you don't fathom what this is like because when you play Hogwarts, like it is pretty immersive. Like it is detailed.
Well, when Magic Mike played it, you knew it was immersive because
he beat it. He beat it. He unlocked everything. I think he 99% achieved it. But yeah, so and the graphics in Hogwarts was really good. It was really good. So when I think about the Lord of the Rings world, right, and you guys know I have the Lego set for the tower right over there, right. When I think about that, I think about all the areas around it, and when you think about, remember the Rings of Power. Right, so that story, right, and I know that's not really an official story; it's kind of like a spinoff or whatever. But when you think about all that stuff, man, this can be big. Yeah, this can be huge. You don't even have to play with any of the main characters, right? Kind of like Hogwarts, you don't play with any of the main characters. I don't even think you see. I haven't beat the game. I think you do see somebody, but you don't see any of the main characters from the actual.
Well, it's
Hogwarts.
Based on prior to that, so there's a little bit of that piece of it, and so the Lord of the Rings can go anywhere, right? It can go anywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Game God, and that is this in way of Magic Mike. I set him up with a great transition from.
Oh, I heard it earlier. I heard it
Yeah,
earlier.
okay, and he just didn't follow, and I'm like,
No.
wow.
We went to
he
EA.
went right, yeah. He went to EA instead. You know what? Let me go EA. I want to see Lord of the Rings.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're
'cause I
passing
had to
by.
say the best for last.
Hey, we're passing by the burger joint. Now I want pizza.
Or I have to say the best for last.
No, but I think Magic Mike. I think this is a great thing here. I hope they don't do like the Duffer Brothers and wait years before they produce something. Let's get something out there pretty quickly.
I can't say it speaks to that piece of it, but
Well, I'll tell you, if it's anything like you've described with the with Harry Potter piece, yeah, I want to get this. Hey, by the way, before we talk about Marvel Zombies, can I bring up something? Because I've been on this long journey of retro journey and retro gaming, and I've come to the conclusion now. Thank you, Game God, holding up the Game Boy, the Lego Game Boy. But I've come to the conclusion that I want to take some of these old PCs and turn them into straight on retro gaming systems, and that's all you can play on it.
Well, what time, Moose? Well, what time are you gonna do this?
No. It's not about time. This is simply to say that computer there is a completely retro. So when you from the onset, from the turn on button, it's going to pull up, some Linux and run a Batacera or whatever. And
Oh my
are you
goodness!
gonna get,
People don't know what that is.
yeah. Listen, and we're gonna get them like the Duffer Brothers and Doctor Who, like one every 5
Here's the
years.
deal. I'm adamant that this is what I want to do with some of these old computers because they're aging out. These old computers are aging out.
I want to see what you do with your Sony Vial.
So not even the Vio, but I will tell you, I turned on the Steam Deck today.
That's funny you mentioned that. It's right here.
There's yours.
Yeah.
And it told me the last time that I played the game that I last played on it. Would you like to know when that was?
Go ahead. Let me.
I'm gonna say 3 months ago.
3 months. It's a great guess. Game God, what is your guess?
Probably 10 months ago, almost a year.
10 months. It was April 2024 is when the last time I played a game on my Steam Deck. And I'm like, you see, this is why I should have never bought a Steam Deck because I don't.
But hold on a second, Moose. Hold on, Magic Mike. Let me jump in here because this guy here is so facetious to what he's talking about here. Like this guy buys and collects everything. He doesn't have time to even open a box. Like that's not fair.
Let me step down off this end. Let me go a different direction.
Okay,
if
thank you.
The Steam Deck still has challenges with certain games or certain systems. So if it's a PS2 or if it's a Sega Dreamcast or whatever, like it doesn't really run those smoothly. Although you have the ROM in there and you got your emulator. I'm thinking that it's got to be pretty powerful handheld device. But shouldn't these older machines, like if I have over here a 2015 PC or a 2015 Mac, should I be able to load an emulator on that and still be able to run all of the old systems like the PS2s up until I wouldn't say a PS3, but is it possible?
Listen,
Magic Mike, you want to jump in here?
This is idea time, I guess, because yes, it's possible, sure. But here's the thing. Moose isn't going to play his Apple or his computer any more than he's going to play the Steam Deck. That's the reality of this. So he can talk about setting it up, but it's not going to change that.
I'm just saying. We're gonna get to Maverick in the chat. We're gonna get to the Marvel Zombies. Give us just a minute. We're gonna get there. Let's talk about it.
But that's the other piece. I do want to point out there, Moose. When it comes to emulators, I think you're misrepresenting a little bit, right? I don't think it's the hardware of the Steam Deck that doesn't run it right. I think it's the emulators that can't run the games at the level they need to run them, right? Because I think that the hardware in the Steam Deck could run mostly everything.
You're still missing it. He's not going to play it even on the computer.
Listen, how many Commodore systems you have in the box over there still, Mr. Moose?
Plenty. I still have at least two in the box still.
If he set it up tomorrow, he would play it tomorrow, maybe the next couple of days, and then it'd be another year.
Yeah, and when we get to episode 750, right, he'd be like, "Hey guys, you know, it was the last time I turned on the Commodore." And
man,
1978, July 12th. That's what he's gonna say. It's like,
oh, look at it. Okay, I'm just telling you. When I get there, I'm gonna show for show and tell, and I want to see what you guys.
I'll
think.
be looking for that.
Let's go to Marvel Zombies now. Marvel Zombies. Maverick says the Marvel's Zombies was trash in the chat room. It's like, what if trash in the chat room? All right.
we just cutting what to the end here? What we doing here?
And then, well, I want to get to what he says here. Then he says, "Why can't lightsabers cut through force fields?" I love it. I think that that's why it's called a force field. I mean, I don't know blasters in space. You have ships with force fields. You've got you can't go through it. I mean,
hey, listen, that's just the rules. That's what it is.
It was made that way. I mean,
otherwise,
what came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, it's like one of those things you just don't even think about it. That's what it is. Force field's a force field.
You can wear down force fields.
That's right. Hey, 40. We're down to 48% shields.
Yes.
She's holding strong, Captain.
We can't take many more shots like that.
But that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know. I can't answer it, but that's the way it is. But let's get into Marvel Zombies. Now you watch this, Game God. Besides jumping to the end like you'd like to do, I watched. I saw the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
They're 4 episodes, right? 30 minutes apiece.
4. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and they seem like they were like an hour a piece, the 2 that I watched. What's your first thought?
Magic Mike, you go first, Magic Mike. Go ahead.
You gotta go first, brother. You gotta go first.
Listen,
jeez,
I actually loved this show. I thought it was great. Yeah, I didn't think I would. So I went in there I did the Guardians of the Galaxy effect for the first one, right? I went in there low expectations, like they're gonna run off, the gore and the blood and stuff like that. Like that's what I went. And to an extent, there was some of that, right? There was some of that piece there. And then when they opened with the characters, I'm like, this is not gonna be good. They got Ironheart, they got Kamala, and they got who is it? Kate Bishop? Is that? I don't know if she has a different name. Kate Bishop.
That's right.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch with them, right? And so then I give it some time. I go and watch, and when I knew this show was real, was when I saw. When I saw the first one of them get taken out, I was like, what? It's like, oh, this is the type of show we don't care who's in it. We're just going to take people out. And it made me want to watch more. I did love the animation. I thought the animation was great. I love that there was no backstory per se. Like, I know the backstory is from What If, so it's a spin-off of the What If piece. Right, but even then, I was okay if there wasn't. Let's just cut right to it's a zombie movie. It's the end of the world, all that stuff. And I really love how they did not use in the main like the heroes per se. None of them were like A-listers. Like they were not like the A characters who you want them to be there. Like you didn't find Captain America there. You didn't find Thor. Quite frankly, you found them on the opposite end, which is where you wanted to see them because I wanted to see what they would do. Like man, when Thanos came out with the gauntlet as a zombie, I was like, oh snap. I said, we in trouble. And the fact that he started to learn how to use the gauntlet.
I don't know where Moose is seen, so as Game God starts to give things away.
He just told me some of the ending, and that's fine. I'm good with a spoiler.
That was episode 3, by the way. That was episode 3.
So my initial piece of it, Magic Mike, and I guess you're going to go last here, because I thought that I maybe I have to reel back to what zombies are, and I thought they were just brainless. So these zombies aren't brainless. They can actually think and critical think of, okay, the Hawkeye shot off the building. And, like there's just a lot of things there that takes thought. And I'm like, I didn't expect that per se, because, zombies are what we know, the Walking Dead, kind of zombies. So the first 2 episodes to me, a little weak. They had a couple of action scenes in them, really just a couple. There weren't many. I thought
there's definitely more action in the last 2. Definitely more action in the last 2.
I don't doubt you. Namor was just OP for what he was done. I'm like, what's this about? So I was a little confused.
His wings got him stronger, little wings.
They made sure they showed those.
But yeah, so I thought it was a little weak. I'm okay with the storyline. I thought the storyline initially of, hey, this is a Pym piece that you got to get out. I thought it was all right, but I didn't find it amazing. I thought the animation looked a lot like What If's animation though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's funny, Maverick. Before you go, Magic Mike, Maverick does put in the chat there. In the Eternals, Ikari's dies flying into the sun versus the Marvel's Captain Marvel repairs the sun using her body. So how's Icarus as powerful as her in Marvel's Zombie? That's the first episode when they're or the second episode
right. Yeah,
when they're fighting. So that is interesting because I do agree. Captain Marvel is no joke. Captain Marvel, they've in MCU at least have portrayed her to be top of the food chain, right?
Well,
right.
She is. Here's my thing with this, and that is,
and Moose doesn't know that last line there.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. See, that's
don't look at it. So listen, when Game God texts Moose and I, he goes, "Hey, we should check this out and watch it," because we all agreed about a month ago we're not watching this. This is not for us.
That's true.
Right.
That's
it
true.
did not look very good. We weren't impressed. We already seen Thanos with the gauntlet because we talked about that.
Correct.
We seen him in the trailer. We're like, how can it's too OP as a zombie to be Thanos with a gauntlet? And as we get in, as I was like, you know what, I feel like I'm getting suckered in.
And by the way, he didn't start with all the gems, Moose. He was missing the soul gem, right, Magic Mike?
Correct. Yes.
And
he the only one he's missing.
But he ends up getting
much of a difference.
Yeah, he ends up getting it though.
So, but I feel like we're getting suckered in, and I started to watch it, and I felt, yeah, I'm suckered in. As I watched the first episode, but I got to tell you, to your point, Moose, the storyline is what I focused on.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the story because, to your point, zombies are zombies. I looked past that and went straight into the storyline, and it only gets better. And the ending of it, I will say this, it's a cliffhanger. And so you will enjoy that piece of it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. No, Moose. It's not. So the thing I can tell you without telling you anything, Moose, is that it's not, most of the time when you watch these shows, you get the happy-go-lucky miracle ending.
Yeah,
you ain't getting that here.
But watching all of them put all these characters together on different sides, where they're coming from, and like Game God said, when they start taking out some of these people, you're like, it's just all of a sudden they're gone. You're like, this is what the show should be about. Nobody should be safe, and nobody is safe. So I enjoyed the storyline, and I thought to myself, I would love to see this as a real story, as a real MCU movie or series.
Yes.
Without the zombie piece, and they can have them almost like a Civil War, but not that way. But the storyline itself, I really enjoyed. So I think that you'll say the same thing when it's over.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Maverick is talking about Shang-Chi's father, and I don't disagree with you, Maverick, in the first episode.
Yeah, so Shang-Chi didn't have rings, and he was doing just fine on his own. Like, why didn't he just fight his way out of that and make it to? And that was something curious. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So he stopped the spread of the zombie, disease by one of the rings. I could swallow that for a minute. I'm okay with that. But then I'm like, how long does that stop? And why didn't his hand just rot off? And when they kind of pulled him up from the thing, why didn't it just go and just go to mush? Because that's kind of what I felt like it should have done, rather than.
Well, but again, we're
strong.
It's still a zombie, so it's not going to go.
Zombies. We all discovered from Walking Dead. We all know from Walking Dead that zombies can eat through genes, right?
So they can't eat through genes.
I mean, I'm sorry, I get them confused, but
that's why what's his name on there when he got bit on the ankle by that zombie?
Red Guardian.
Yeah, Red Guardian. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other piece there is, did you notice in the first episode, or maybe it was the second episode, Riri, she gives herself an injection after she gets, or right before she gets big.
Yeah.
And so Moose, you got to see the ending to know how it all comes full circle.
I will.
I got to tell you, we know that Scarlet Witch, Wanda, whatever you want, Queen of the Dead, right? So she's the one that's controlling these zombies. So when you said about having some kind of
red eyes, okay, I got you. Okay,
so they are brainless zombies, right? Because you saw in episode 2 they were just controlled with whatever, right?
Right.
So it's that piece, and I think once they are controlled in the aspect of Scarlet Witch, they activate their powers, right? So that's why like Namor and stuff like that. Because
Okay.
Namor as a zombie was just sitting in his throne until he got activated by Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, the only
true.
thing though, there's some confusion. So we start digging, is none of it's going to fit because there's too many holes. Because if you're saying that she's controlling, but Thanos was learning. So those are contradictory statements.
Well,
So
I think he was learning because the stones would teach
learn
him
how to use the stones. As he continues to use them, he's like, oh, now I know how to use them all of a sudden.
Yeah, you saw he was like snapping his finger. Oh,
Right.
that does
So
that?
either
Like,
either she was controlling him and telling him how to use them, or he was learning, and they say
listen,
that he's learning. They say it in the show.
I didn't take that long to figure that out because it's Thanos, and Thanos can do anything. He's the man.
No, well, my point being is that they say it in the show. So if he's a zombie, so that's why I say if you get past the zombie piece and use this as a storyline.
Bad guy, Magic Mike. This guy can't.
I know.
He can't. He's always got to side with Thanos. Always.
I want to tell you, there's so much I want to talk about in the third and the fourth episode. I don't want to ruin it for Moose.
That when you
Yeah, don't watch the first two. Watch the last two. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but without saying anything, Magic Mike, like when you saw like some of the main characters, like just kind of, I don't want to say the names, right? That they're just standing there and then all of a sudden they get activated and then they come back as a zombie per se, right? Like, man, that was pretty epic. Like seeing that and seeing how that whole thing kind of takes place at the end. Like Moose, like what I really enjoyed about it was that it really did not fit for me in the typical MCU. Like if you thought the snap, remember when the snap happened in
yeah, of course,
in Infinity War, how you left the theater like, wow, devastated.
Yeah,
that's how this ends. Like you leave with that feeling. Like the show.
I would compare it to something.
Maverick's asking all kinds of questions. He's like, "Hey, is Captain Marvel cosmic, like Silver Surfer, Galactus, or just a person who can absorb normal energy?" At this point, I'd say cosmic because of the
that'd be the cosmic.
Receiver powers, right?
Yeah, correct.
They're like Silver Surfer, the Galactus. Yeah, I agree.
This ending, you've already seen the ending in a different sci-fi movie. And so that's what makes it kind of cool. And that's where I went straight to that. I was like, oh, wow, I can't believe they just went there with that. But like I said, for me, it was about the storyline. It gets better and better, Moose. I think you'll enjoy that piece of it. But
do you have a favorite part, Magic Mike?
What's that?
Do you have a favorite part? Like when you like, oh, this show is good.
I think I start to just enjoy it. I don't know if I have a favorite part because the Hulk piece is really cool.
Yeah.
Just
that was
as
really cool.
As a new perspective. But as he calls him, Infinity Hulk, as we just read in the chat room.
He reminds me of Atlas, like that Infinity Hulk piece is like he's there to absorb everything. Anyway, but yeah, so
we'll just keep talking about it.
We'll
Well, let me just say that my piece where I thought, oh, wow, was the piece that you said there, Game God, earlier with the first death of that trio that they had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wow, did I just see that?
Exactly. That's what you sleep. You're half asleep into that part, right? You're like,
whatever.
I think that happened for all of us. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, someone gets disintegrated, right? You're like, whoa, what is going on here? And I thought Blade was Blade. I did not know it was Blade in Moon Knight. And I thought that was an interesting twist.
I actually
thought
that
was interesting.
I figured that out early on when I saw the symbols on his chest. I'm like, he's wearing Moon Knight, but it's Blade. And then he started talking about the God of the Dead or whatever.
Khonshu.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, got it. So he's now the Moon Knight. He's the new Moon Knight with blade powers, which I get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Most definitely
finish it. I thought it was worth the watch in the end.
Yes.
Better than I expected.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. So just to wrap that up there, I got Rotten Tomato scores. And as you saw, Maverick was not a fan of it in the room. And it's funny is that man, it seems to be that's the consensus. Like it seems to be kind of like a split, right? Of you either really liked it or you thought it was just horrible. Rotten Tomato scores. What do you guys give it? What do you think you got?
Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 85.
I'm going to say 80 even.
80 even. Okay. You both went over. It's 61.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
I'm
so
surprised.
and so which is surprising to me because the whole Marvel Zombies piece was huge in the comic books.
Yeah.
Was huge. Like everybody, even when What If came out, people wanted more of the What If the zombie episode. And now that it's out, like I don't know what people were expecting. I enjoyed it. I hope there's another season. And I hope that they expand more upon the story. Like you said, Magic Mike, I think the story definitely was what carried it. I don't really need the gore. I don't really need all that other stuff. It just comes with the territory. But really go with the story and don't be afraid to take people out. Take them all out.
I'm surprised we didn't see Rick in the story.
He was
the
there.
perfect ending.
Yeah,
to see
Rick
right
was
there.
there. Rick was
Maybe he
there.
is there.
Michonne was there too.
Michonne and Rick at the end. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, and when I speak of the story, by the way, I'm saying adapt it to what we have. Make it the MCU storyline today.
Correct.
Yeah.
And a movie would be awesome of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Now we're talking a different thing. Wanda's just another glass can. Yeah. So yeah, I love. First of all, I want to say, Maverick, thanks for hanging out with us and talking in the chat room this last piece here, because I like how he asked us a question and he already knows the answer to it. He was like, I just want to ask a question with the lightsabers. So that was pretty fun. All right, check us out next week. We're gonna be back with some cool stuff found. How about that?
I was just leaving.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.